Hi, everyone. I'm Dottie Townsend, and I'm the leader of Sales Training and Development at IMAGINiT Technologies.
And I'm Rob Wiederman. I'm Tech Support Manager here at IMAGINiT.
Well, today we're going to summarize Autodesk's move from a multi-user to a name user deployment environment and how it benefits you. My colleague Rob will give you a high-level overview of how your licensing environment will change. Now, IMAGINiT is committed to helping our customers like you make the transition and understand the best Autodesk licensing options moving forward. But first, I'd like to take a second and just recap how Autodesk customers are making the transition. Autodesk continues to transition to a named user license environment and towards a SaaS model. What this means to your company is if you currently have multi-user, formerly known as network, subscriptions, as those contracts renew, you have the option to take advantage of the trade-in program and receive 2 named user subscriptions for each multi-user subscription you trade in. Now, this offer is for multi-user subscribers only, customers who are already on subscription. Now, that could be from the previous maintenance to subscription offer or otherwise. And at your first renewal before August 7th of 2022, you can trade in 1 multi-user subscription for 2 named user subscriptions at a cost consistent with what you pay today. What else is happening? Well, as we move to a true SaaS model and phase out multi-user licensing, customers will automatically move into an Autodesk standard plan. Autodesk plans offer enhanced user experience with a simplified license management for Autodesk products. And we'll talk more about Autodesk plans in a separate module. Now, today, let's move on and talk about the benefits of a named user environment. The key benefits of moving to a named user environment are licensing that doesn't rely on licensed servers, identity-based access through named user. It provides companies a simplified licensing management system and promotes remote users. A named user environment is also compatible with virtual desktops and can be installed on up to 3 devices, like home, office, or mobile device. Now, before we jump into Rob's portion of the session, I want to just explain that for customers with individual products that are multi-user licenses, now is the time to consider moving to an industry collection. Autodesk is providing a second opportunity for customers who moved from maintenance to subscription to reevaluate your product mix and usage. Multi-user customers with individual products like an AutoCAD or a Navisworks Manage, for example, who made the move to subscription have another chance to trade those in and up to individual licenses, named users, and get the value of a collection. Autodesk industry collections are based on each industry, giving companies like yours access to multiple products for 2D, 3D design, simulation, plus visualization tools to support most common workflows. We believe this is a perfect opportunity to look at your software needs today, as well as what you may need in the future. After customers trade in their network licenses, the network license manager and files will no longer be needed. Instead, users will be assigned their subscription through the Autodesk account using their unique ID. With this change, access to older versions, especially those greater than 3 back, may be affected. Each customer's deployment is different, and there's really just way too many scenarios to discuss here today, but we're here to help you. Now, Autodesk subscription contracts will be placed into the standard plan with an upgrade option to premium plan for customers with 50 or more eligible subscriptions. This offers greater flexibility with centralized purchasing and the added security of single sign-on. Now, again, we will cover plans in more detail in a separate recording. But with all this change, I'd like to help you understand how IMAGINiT has positioned themselves to help customers navigate through all these different changes with their licensing. So several years ago, when Autodesk announced that they were moving to a subscription model, IMAGINiT added a customer advocacy team to specially assist customers with the transition. This team is trained to help customers like you become more familiar with the changes and recognize all the benefits of subscription. Customers who designate IMAGINiT as their partner of record with Autodesk will receive additional benefits like productivity utilities for Revit, Civil 3D, and Vault Client, a dedicated customer advocate, basic support, and much, much more. Now, customers eligible to upgrade to an Autodesk Premium plan will receive white glove assistance from our customer advocacy team with a phased customer onboarding to ensure a successful transition and implementation of your subscriptions. Now, in addition to our customer advocacy team, we have a dedicated team of support specialists in addition to our 100 technical consultants. And of course, you always have your IMAGINiT account manager to support you and your company through these changes. So now I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Rob. So Rob.
Thank you, Daddy. Once you have signed into your account at manage.autodesk.com, you will click User Management and choose the By User option in the left navigation menu. If your users are organized by team, select the appropriate team from the drop-down list, then click the Invite Users button. Enter the user's first and last name and email address. Using the correct email address is extremely important. Note, to add multiple users, click Invite Multiple. To import a list of users, click Import. Click Send Invite. The user status displays as pending until they accept the invitation. They will not have access to any products or services until you assign them. See Assign User to Products or Assign Products to Users for more information. From the IMAGINiT Resources page, we have written a detailed blog that walks through the process of converting Autodesk software from multi-user to a named user license. We have also provided a link to an Autodesk created batch file that resets licensing on a user's machine. Feel free to contact IMAGINiT technical support if you have questions on either process. After you have successfully launched your software, you will pick the down arrow next to the question mark and choose About. You can also get to the Manage option by typing About on the command line of AutoCAD-based products. From the Manage License screen, you will choose Change License Type. This will take you to the Let's Get Started page where you will choose the Sign-In option, enter your email address or username, and your Autodesk password. Note, you will need to be assigned a license by your company contract manager, primary admin, or secondary admin from the Autodesk account page. For those of you who didn't make the change in your 30-day grace period, IMAGINiT has created a batch file that you can run on a user's machine to reset the licensing. Also, the Solution Center support card has been provided to show the various ways that you can contact IMAGINiT's dedicated support team if you need assistance making the transition to the named user licensing model. If you are interested in learning more about Autodesk subscription plans, please check out our presentation on Autodesk Premium Plan. Benefits include single sign-on, centralized purchasing, and detailed product usage reports. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your Elevate experience.